It is right that all of us should strive for happiness in life. God created us to share in His happiness, in His joy. But my dear brothers and sisters, even though we might be very accomplished in life, and yet we are not happy. What is happiness? If you do not know, then you will search at the wrong places. Having a good life is no guarantee for happiness. In the understanding of the world, a good life means a life of luxury, a life of comfort. It is not wrong to enjoy the luxuries of life, but they cannot bring us real happiness. All the rich people, the wealthy people in the world, they should be the happiest people, but you look at them, they seem to have more problems than any one of us. All fighting over property, over money. They have no peace. So you can have plenty of these things, and yet life is meaningless. Because we need, as human beings, not just physical, material needs. We have our emotional, affective, spiritual needs, and intellectual needs as well. Just having a good economy, a high GDP, does not guarantee the people will be satisfied. We are very insecure beings. We need lots of affirmation today because we do not know who we are. We need the world to affirm us that we are good enough because we have lost our identity. We want to impress people that we are good enough so that they will admire us, so that they will love us. At least we think. My dear brothers and sisters, if we are so concerned about what people say and think about us, we will never have happiness in life. We spend our whole life chasing after all these things. We will never have time to sit, to relax, to be with our friends, to enjoy the gifts of creation. And we are at the mercy of people's opinion all the time. How can you ever find peace? Because once the shift of opinion about you, you lose your peace. Again, the world measures a good life in terms of power. We want to control everybody, but we don't want people to control us. Don't let the world deceive you. The most powerful people in this world are the ones that are really slaves. You think they are powerful? They have no power without the support of their fans. That is why leaders are always very fearful. Without the support of people around us, we are totally powerless. Those who are in leadership, those who are in positions, they have so many debts and obligations to fulfill. Sometimes they are in a dilemma of wanting to do the right thing, and yet the need to please all those people who are supporting him. Because if he doesn't pay his obligations, he might lose their support. Everybody, when they do a favor for you, they expect a favor to be returned. So leaders, therefore, they have no independence. They are totally dependent for people's support. So what is a good life? What is real happiness? Happiness is to live a godly life. A life of compassion. A life of mercy. When we have compassion for our brothers and sisters, when we are one with them, we realize we are human beings. You know, those people who pursue wealth and power, Actually, they numb their feelings. They forget who they really are. There can be no real happiness unless we are in touch with people's feelings. That's why the more when we reach out to people, the more liberated we become. The bigger our heart expands. There is a joy that success cannot give. A godly life is a life of virtues. You know, when you live sinful life, you have no peace. Everybody is your competitor. Everybody is your enemy. How can you be happy if you continue to bear grudges? You can have plenty of money, but there is no joy in your heart. It is only when you live a life of peace, as St. Paul tells us in Galatians 5:22, peace, kindness, joy, generosity. These are the things that make us happy in life. Being with people is the greatest joy. It gives us meaning. That's why those of you who spend all your time making money, fulfilling your ambitions, and you even can forget about your family, forget your spouse, forget your children, forget your friends, when you arrive there, you'll be very lonely. No one to share your joy. No one to share your sorrows. No one to feel with you. It is only when we share relationships, meaningful relationship, enriching relationship, empowering relationships. These are the things that actually make us really happy. If you are the richest man, without a family, without a loving wife, without loving children, without loving friends, there is no real happiness. That is why at the end of the day, real happiness is to be with God.